right, it is that time for Schools First FCU. We're ready to roll here right now with our good buddy Jonathan, and good to see you, Jonathan. How's it going?
Going well. Good to see you too.
All right, we got to get into this. There's so many scams out there. Everybody's trying to scam everybody, it seems like, these days, and this is a new one that I've heard. Romance scams, they're out there, they're on the horizon. These romance scams, they're heartbreaking, and but really they're breaking our heart instead of just making us love. It's all about breaking our hearts.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The romance scam is typically a scam that is designed to pull on your heartstrings, right? They're going to have a connection they're going to make with you, most likely through an online dating app or a social media app.
Okay.
Once they've established that connection, they're going to create a fake profile, and through that profile, they're going to try to ask you for money or maybe even some of your personal information.
Okay.
What makes this scam so dangerous is the fact that they're going after that one thing that we all want, which is connect.
Yeah.
We want to connect with someone. And when you're emotionally invested in that scam, it's hard to spot the red flags, even when they're waving right in front of your face.
Yeah. All right, you mentioned some of the red flags. What are some more of these clues here? Because it's amazing that this is happening.
So one major red flag would be when the relationship's moving way too fast.
Okay.
Right? You know that old saying, if it's too good to be true, it probably is.
Probably, right.
Well, if you just met somebody and they're confessing their undying love for you after a few conversations, that's a major red flag. Relationships take time to build. And so they don't go from hello to you're my soulmate in a matter of a week, right?
That would be a major red flag.
That's a major red flag.
And even if it wasn't, you'd be like, I got to get out of here. Right, exactly.
Next is the reluctance, right, to video chat with you. We're living in a world and an age where video chat is as synonymous as texting. And so they're going to have every excuse in the book that, oh, my camera's not working, or I have bad internet connection, or I'm just too shy. If they're not willing to video chat with you, then that's a major red flag. Those excuses don't hold water.
Yeah. Okay. The other thing too is they always seem to be asking for money, right? Everyone's always asking for money. Ways that they might even ask you for money, otherwise than just saying, "Hey, I need some cash. Can you help me out?"
Absolutely. And these scammers are master storytellers, and they know how to get your interest and get your attention.
Yeah.
They're going to most commonly they pose as oil rig personnel, military personnel, or international businessmen.
Whoa.
These are excuses that make sense as to why they can't meet you in person.
Okay.
Right. Once they have that connection bit with you, they're going to have some type of emergency that comes up. It might be a medical emergency they need you to send money for.
I think I've seen that one, or stuff like that. Yeah.
They might want you to send them money so they can come see you, right? Let me buy an airline ticket so I can come see you. Or they're having trouble with some customs packages.
Right.
They'll even send you documents in the mail to make it seem like this whole thing is legitimate.
Yeah.
But those documents are all fake.
Man, oh man, yeah. So when you do, if you actually fall for this and send that money to them for that reason, that's just going right to their account. They've got you. And they also get your information too.
Yeah, a lot of times sometimes if they can't get the money, if they can get your personal information, they can steal your identity with that.
Wow.
So that's just as dangerous.
Okay. Well, how do we protect ourselves? I mean, that's obviously the number one thing. People watching right now going, I need to be protected from these scams.
First off the bat, never send money to anybody that you've never met in person, right?
Okay.
That's key for the scammers. They're most likely not going to come and meet you individually. It's all done through online and anonymous sources. Mm-hmm. You can leverage technology as well. If they have this fake online profile, you can reverse Google image their profile picture.
Oh, okay.
You might be surprised to learn how many other profiles that same picture is on. That's a major red flag right there, and a way to protect yourself. There's a power in your own network of people you trust, right? Your friends and your family. When you're emotionally connected, you might not be able to see the red flags, but from an outside perspective, from people who care about you, they're going to be quick to spot them.
Yeah,
right.
Know too. So you got to trust them. Trust the outside people, the relatives, the close friends. All right, one last bit of info you want to give us?
I would just say, if you are a victim of a romance scam, don't be embarrassed. These scammers are professionals. They are good at what they do, and it can happen to anyone.
Yeah.
Right? Love does not come with a price tag. So, be vigilant and protect not only your heart, but also your wallet.
Yep. And don't be embarrassed. It could happen to you, but just try not to. And hopefully these red flags will help you avoid all of that. There's the information on your screen, of course. Schools First Federal Credit Union. We love these guys.